We're talking to Jack Lloyd, race director for the Volvo Ocean Race. Jack, welcome to .tv.
Thanks, Matt. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let's just take us through a couple of innovations for this particular edition of the event. It's been most notable for the route change, 3 Asian stopovers. How have they gone, and what has the strategy been behind deciding to come to Asia?
I guess it's the strategy is they're untapped markets, and the areas that have been visited before by other races. The clipper has come from the opposite direction to us, and we saw it as a way of getting more exposure for the various sponsors that we have, and to try a different route. It certainly levels the playing field. No one's been up in these routes before, and it's kept the racing has been close, and it's been a very pleasant experience. It's been a different experience, but we've found the reception in all three countries have been fantastic. The public have been very interested and quite knowledgeable, and we've had good racing, extremely good racing. So I think we're pretty happy. The conditions have been exactly what we expected, and League 4 turned up what we expected, but we hoped we wouldn't get, and we'll take lessons away from that on how we deal with that in the future.
I would imagine there's quite a fierce competition between cities to host stopovers. As far as the next race goes, who's in the running, who you're looking at, and in terms of the Asian legs in particular?
Rather than cities, we're looking at regions more than anything. We've got interest from a number of different areas. The Middle East has put its hand up again, and that's something that we'll look at. But everything that has a positive has some negatives, and we will assess those as we go along. And one of the things we will be doing for the next race is cutting down the number of stopovers, like the Qingdao, Singapore type stopovers, where you're here for quite an extended period of time, and have a few more pit stops where the boats will be in port for less time, won't pull out of the water.
I mean, the race has been extremely competitive so far, much more so than the last one. Do you think that's helped in terms of attracting other teams to participate in the next race?
Well, I think it's good from everyone's perspective. I think people are encouraged that the boats are finishing so close, with boats that are potentially as fast as these, that there is quite a real possibility that they'll be a long way apart, and that not only impacts on the marketing of the race and the sellability of the race, it's also on a safety aspect. From an organiser's point of view, it's not good for the boats to be too far apart, because ultimately they rely on each other as the first line of rescue, and for the last boat it's a real issue for us. So we're very pleased that the boats are close, and I think it shows that the rule is fairly good at the moment, and moving forward I don't think we'll change things a lot, because we want to keep the boats we have competitive in the next race. So we don't see too many major changes. It's just a balance between new boats and old boats.
Just quickly, one of the other innovations was obviously the introduction of the media crew members to the boats. How's that project been working out for the race in general, and is it something that you'd like to expand on in the future?
Yes, I'd like the credit of thinking of the concept in the first place. We were apprehensive. We knew we had to do it. It's the only way that you can guarantee getting coverage off the boat, and we've been extremely excited about how it's gone. When we met with them all in Alicante before the start, we honestly did not expect to have the stability in the crew members. We thought they would have rostered in and out a lot more, not handled the pace or various other things, or been rejected by the crews, but the actual crews sailing the boat have accepted them as part of the crew, and they're bought into the job absolutely 100%, and we're very excited with where it's going, and just the enthusiasm of the way they're doing their job is amazing.